like most people, I started as a kid doing drawing and copying comic books and, doing covers off of National Geographic. You see beautiful photographs and I would try to draw it. Nobody was really into art. There was never really a discussion like, oh, you'll be an artist. I just did that when I was bored. I think that like most people, they were afraid that that wasn't a way to live. Like, how are you going to support yourself? And, they came around later. But then eventually I went to college and I took, basic classes, and it was a slow process for me. I wasn't one of those people. I have a lot of friends who woke up when they were young and thought, I'm an artist. That never really happened to me. One day I got a call from my friend Shauna Johnson. She's the director of Access Arts. She wanted to tell me about a big idea she had for a project and see if I'd be interested in doing it. So she told me just kind of the bare bones about it. It was a celebrity artist pairing. I didn't find out that it was a basketball player until like the first meeting. So, and then I don't know anyone in sports, so I was thinking, oh, a basketball player, And I thought, oh, I wonder, is this gonna be, a lot of work, or how's that gonna go, and it was completely different than I thought it was. As soon as I met him, and it was Kim English, as soon as we met and started talking, it was obvious that he had an idea, and he knew where he wanted to go, which made my job so much easier. Instead of me kind of leading and him going with me, it was like he's leading and I'm going with him. So that was great. It was just wonderful. He's wonderful to work with. So we just got on really well just from the get-go, and it was easy. We just started the first time we met, we started talking about what his idea was, and then we sort of bounced some ideas off each other, and I was really excited about it. The first thing that you need is a working drawing for a painting, and so what he's doing now is he's just familiarizing himself with the image. So he's taking some photographs, and he's doing some sketches now, and we'll do a whole series of those until we get a really good working drawing, and then we'll use that to do like small watercolor studies in preparation for the final image, which will be a large watercolor. There's a lot that goes into that, so we need to work out all those details before you get to a big piece, because watercolor is not very forgiving, so once you get it on there, it's pretty much on there. We got our idea, got it on the paper, and we were moving along, and then he gets called to go to Chicago and science with the Chicago Bulls. So that was huge for him and very exciting. However, now he's in Chicago, so we've had to work kind of long distance. So he's been working on a piece mostly solo. Very pleased and proud to have been there and helped him along to make his piece. We're at the end of this project, and overall I thought it was great. And also, it kind of did reveal to myself, that I kind of had a stereotype about working with a basketball player, and everybody has hidden talents. We all have to work hard at looking kind of behind someone's title or their job title, or all of that, because there's all this stuff underneath. This is the final piece. We've reached the end of the project, and his original idea was he wanted to combine the columns with different people. He wanted to talk about diversity, and he's really been successful at showing the people on the columns. And this is watercolor on paper, and we had a really good time doing it. He wanted to talk about diversity by using figures and combining them with the columns from MU's campus. We ended up doing just colors and color systems kind of moving through the columns. And that's one of the things that he talked about, was the diversity here at MU and how important that was and how much he loved that. So, and I think this was a very successful painting. We worked on trying to get the colors into the columns. So this was a great project. It enabled two people from very different backgrounds to get together and collaborate on a piece. I'm quite happy with it, and he should be too.